First of all, I came to learn more of the subject. I think it's important to make sure that if you're going to do public policy issues, that you understand the area and the topic. And this one is dense, and there's a lot of moving parts. I actually have two bills in. A 1052, which will be heard this Thursday in committee in New Jersey, actually will make it a requirement for government agencies where it's prudent, cost-effective to use biofuels. Actually, last session I did also this session. It has bipartisan support. I hope to have it on the floor before July 1st. If not, in the fall. We have a budget coming up, and that has taken everyone's attention. Our legislation is similar to New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. Connecticut is ahead of us as it's on the governor's desk. Right. And I think once one state has it signed, it will put pressure for all the other states to follow suit.
Well, I think the end goal is all of our diesel usage eventually having a biodiesel blend, whether it's cars and trucks, whether it's our power plants, whether it's our home heating systems. But in order to get to that end goal, we have to walk before we run. And looking at residential home heating systems, they're stationary units. The distribution system is a lot easier to ramp up. And so we're looking at that, and we're trying to incentivize that and create first a B5 blend, and then eventually a B10 blend, and then eventually a B20 blend in residential home heating systems. But in each system, whether it's the home heating systems, the cars and trucks, or the power plants, we know through studies at Brookhaven National Lab, which is headquartered in my district, that these systems can take a B20 blend, that the emissions come down to natural gas levels. We meet all of our air emission needs in terms of reduction, and we're creating jobs right here in New York State, and we're not paying for the capital cost, whether it's new cars and trucks or new heating systems or new power plants. So biodiesel makes a whole lot of sense, and we just need to make sure that we create an economic model for it to start building and eventually flourish. So what really makes biodiesel so remarkable is in our looking at the residential home heating market, these older burners, the legacy of those burners, there's about 9 million burners that we're trying to get biodiesel into. There's no retrofitting, there's no capital cost to the consumer. The only thing they get is a more efficient unit. Eventually, it's just a more efficient unit. But the environmental benefits for New York State and for our region are remarkable. So it really is a no-brainer. The issue is making sure that the general public knows how important this is, and eventually letting their elected officials know how important this is. So my colleagues will vote alongside some of the bills that I have introduced in the Assembly. There are some that get very excited when they hear what biodiesel can do. They're very excited, they want to learn more, and they would be very supportive as they see the measure gaining some steam. Others, their eyes glaze over because they're not sure, if it sounds too good to be true. So what I've proposed here at this conference is I will get a roundtable scheduled in Albany where we can bring in industry experts, and they can hear, firsthand from the people that I've been listening to for the past few years.